Arhitektura je oduvijek definirala ljudski svijet. Od najjednostavnijih struktura do najveličanstvenijih spomenika. Danas pobuna je na pomolu. Pobuna koju predvode neki novi arhitekti koji ljude stavljaju ispred materije. Arhitekti koriste oruđa svog zanata kako bi izmijenili vlastitu okolinu i dali novu definiciju svoje profesije.
I've spent a large part of my career developing an expertise on high-profile, large-scale projects, museums, corporate headquarters for international organizations, skyscrapers. And my belief is that in developing Africa, we need to find solutions that can be developed by the grassroots, through the grassroots, and achieve the same level of significance as we have on the sort of high-end projects. Makoko is a very extreme and powerful example of urbanization in Africa. It's a community that has almost no roads in the conventional sense, no land, no modern infrastructure, and yet they've been able to develop such a huge community, buildings, restaurants, stores. They live, they fish, they trade, they have a very complex social structure, all almost out of what one would imagine in the conventional sense, nothing. For me, it represents a condition of almost maximum urbanization with minimum means.
This is primary 4 children. Why here? There are primary 5 children here. Sit down, God bless you. Amen. We have 220 children in the school. Right, there's not enough space in the school, and there are a lot of children that have registered, which we can't accommodate because of the space. We are also appealing to all private individuals and even the government, Lagos government, to come to assist this community.
The concept of a floating school came from the community, I think. We were simply trying to solve very basic problems that I had experienced, and those issues were issues of flooding, the difficulty in building large structures within very marshy and muddy soil under the ground. It's built on a base, floating on about 250 barrels. It allows the building to rise and fall with changing tides. The ground level is used as a playground for the kids during school hours and a space for cultural events for the rest of the community after hours and on the weekends. The middle section is primarily for the students' classrooms. So it's a multicultural, multifunctional building. Quite a bit of repair work to do. The entire ceiling has sort of degenerated. What happened to all these lights? I don't know why this is also broken off. So what I think we need to do is to take out, just replace this very, very, very easily. Just take this out completely. The louvers on the window should also be replaced. Nice. This is good. Good.
The reason why the building is in a neglected condition is that we've been waiting for legacy approval. I didn't know what's in their mind. I can't really say what is in their mind, but they've said in the news that the building is an illegal structure. And what next in their mind, we don't know. Whether they're gonna come and turn it down, you know, they're gonna leave it, you know, because they can do and undo. Because last 1.5 years, that was when they came to demolish our houses here. With 72 hours notice given to the community, the whole community to evacuate their houses. Without accommodation, without compensation, nothing. I didn't know what is in their mind.
There are hundreds and if not thousands of makokos all over Africa. We cannot simply displace this population. I think it's important to think about how to, in fact, develop them, how to create enabling environments for them to thrive, to improve the sanitation conditions, to provide the infrastructure, to provide schools, hospitals, to make it a healthy place.
The Greater Port Harcourt City Initiative is an amazing project that will reshape the river's landscape.
Looking at us.
They kill us for
inside German cell. I say them born house. Them born house so for inside German cell. I say they kill us. They kill us so for inside German cell.
They make us homeless. I say they make us homeless.
They make us homeless for inside our own land.
You see this place where they are? Now water before. Where our papa them come down and fisher people. They can't carry this mud, big mud, come stone here. As you see this house, it dey deep inside the ground. All here now money they take by, all here now mangrove, then cut them. This place where you see so. Now here they born me. Now here, my mama and my papa marry, stay, born me. And here she died, we carry her, go that way, go bury her.
If they want a development here, they have to partner with the people who owns the place. You want to take me out of my place, you won't let me know, you won't discuss with me, you won't tell me what exactly you want to do in my place. We are not in war front. This is a democracy. There is nothing like power there. You have to discuss with people amicably. That is what democracy speaks.
The governments are faced with pressures of urbanization and development, and communities like this that are underprivileged and have no infrastructure, they are one of the first affected because the government wants change.
The struggle, we may say, it's a struggle towards protecting human rights. But the government just treats them as if they are just a pile of rubbish that they can just pack away. That was why we launched the campaign called People Lives Here. But I think we are moving away from just saying we no go agree, to a position where we are telling the government that actually we want you to come and partner with us. We want development. Development is part of our right. So we are now requesting for, we are pushing the government to come and partner with us for development, not for eviction.
No, these people don't fight for you, they are.
So if we have something like this for all the communities, we mark each house, where we need water, where we need drainage, where we need road, where we need school, where we need clinic, but also the history of this place. We can also tell the stories of the communities.
And we are very happy that we see you today again. And we want this thing to be put into this, what they call it, map, so that Mr. Kalamasi will have a stand on this map.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Yala, my name.
Thank you, Michael.
Maurice, my name.
Pleasure.
If we're able to demonstrate that within such communities you can actually create change through themselves, with their own assets, with their own resources, I think we may also be able to change perception in a positive way.
The water's out now, but when the water's in, this is actually quite a lovely bay. And when we first started, we used to look at this bay when we had decided that we were going to build a community media centre. And we used to joke about having a screen floating. And I saw one day in a magazine an image of this floating school, which had been built in Makoko, and I thought of this jetty and of this bay and what we're trying to do.
Mighty Mike! How are you, man?
Very fine.
Good to see you.
Very fine. You're very, very welcome.
Thanks. Good. It was good.
is the baby.
We had several questions about where the community would like the building to be located, and due to the historic interests of the community as a fishing community, and perhaps just out of their own aspiration, what they imagine their future to be, the consensus was that they wanted something both on land and water. So that definitely influenced the concept as you see it like that. You know, it's almost an amphibious structure in that regard. The tidal condition goes sort of up and down almost 2 times a day. And what we've done is that this sort of very delicate end of the project, of the structure, has a flotation platform. And that floating platform goes up and down. I'm going to be presenting to the community. This is one of many presentations that we've given in the past months, in this process, and it's again another form of community engagement to show them the development of the project, and to also get feedback. It's an ongoing process. The building is in alignment with this jetty, and it will come up like that. It is 10 meters wide, very big. So I would say the end of it probably would reach somewhere around, careful. The end of it would reach even somewhere here. So this is the part of the vision that we believe that you as a waterfront community should embrace. That it is not about reclaiming more land every time, but it is about using your waterfront for other recreational activities. Yeah, in the future, hopefully you create a place where you can walk around, you can do things. It's a complete waterfront area. Wouldn't you enjoy it?
There's a door here, and there's another here. So that should be entrance. That's not a door. There are 2 doors. Let's have when you get to this point. About 3 doors now.
These are
you get to this point.
There's a staircase. I've been looking for that
somewhere
staircase.
Here.
Yes.
That takes you to this level.
Exactly. That's what I was looking for.
But the staircase has not been.
Yes. The last time you showed us that staircase, that was when I even had
Okay, like this. You go like this. From the look of the structure, I believe when it's built, it's going to be a very beautiful site. But what I want to ask is, will there be a provision for a car park?
For the fact that there's no protector there, you can see people coming from different directions, and somebody can slip off and fall. And a stage like that can be, good artists like Nako, artists want to play, and people want to see them, want to enter in a rush. Anything can happen. Yeah. Accident is not deliberate. Nobody knows when accident occurs, so there is need for discussion. It's important.
The idea is that how can we now design that platform and at the same time address concerns of safety, address concerns of use, multifunctional use.
While constructing this thing, we should bear that in mind. Okay. But we have a very big tide that comes that can even close to this platform. Okay. In that case, here is more needed.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
The boat can now come here, very close to it. Yeah. So, while doing anything, we should consider the height of that tide that comes.
Okay, so you are going to find out the height of the tide for us.
I help us with that.
Okay, so you coordinate with it because this is now your responsibility.
All right.
We should not be afraid of taking responsibilities because this is a big project.
Material, in terms of maintenance and sustenance, should also be considered.
Yeah. Most of this is going to be built with wood. That's the idea. And I don't know, some of you that know, there are lots of hard-wearing wood. In fact,
wood that performs even better the more it gets wet.
I wonder what will be used for as material for the structure of the studio.
This community has a huge amount of intellectual capital, and I see that. And I think for the first time, they will get an opportunity to compose that into a physical structure, move themselves into sort of a new era of change.
By the time Kunle leaves, we need to have a really clear and concrete sense of how we're going to proceed from these final stages of design development, because we've still got quite a lot of design detailing to do, into technical design and then into construction.
So, Marcus and Roberto, I'm very curious about what your thoughts are about this point of connection. Is this just mass concrete or reinforced concrete?
It's reinforced.
Yeah. Are you suggesting that we can actually put the foot of this structure on top of this?
For me, I think. Look at the piles there.
Yeah.
It's driven down.
It's a cap on top of the piles, and then they have this. But it's like it's now 22 years old.
It is strong. But I will never agree put on top to this before I see the without seeing the design. I prefer we form our own foundation. Sure.
What is the largest section of timber?
The largest.
The deepest that you can get for us, and longest?
We have 9 inches.
9 inches. But 18 is the longest you can get.
18 is the longest. 18. All the longest is 18.
The cost you incur in the piling is the cost of actually mobilizing the equipment. So once the equipment is on site, you better do as much piles as you can to maximize them bringing that kind of equipment to site in the first instance.
The building geometry needs to be a bit more resolved, and I'm not really visually satisfied with what's going on now.
Just a very light structure. So it's actually taking wind. The case of wind we design for may not be within our lifetime.
Yeah.
We want in 50 years. So it's not something you probably get during the lifetime, during when people are around. But we always design for the worst case scenario.
Yeah, we are beginning to see a lot of storms, and this is a project that is in anticipation of the changing climate. So
we're going to make it a submarine.
Exactly.
Please, everybody should be seated so that we can get some refreshment as we're about to start.
Good evening. I am really honored to be here and happy to be able to be part of what I think is going to be a great thing. This is where the whole world will be coming to take pictures, and hopefully it will be an iconic place and an identity for the whole community, waterfront community in Port Harcourt.
Where people can actually use their voice, their organization, to resist government wrong policies. As you can see on this map, we are well represented on this map, but in the government map, we are not there. All this area that we are seated is green, meaning people don't live. That is why you see one in our campaign, we say, people live here.
My work embodies, at least 3 important values. One is that it solves a problem. 2 is that it is connected to Earth and its environment. And 3 is that it's transformative by itself or of its environment and its
people. So this is where I see that our value hopefully should come through on this project, that we're able to bring all of these things together.